So far, we have seen the method of depicting fractions with the use of shapes. Now, let us look at fractional numbers. Now, we have one full object. Since we are moving on to fractional numbers, if we have to represent the fractions in numbers and digits, we can take an example. This is one full object. What should I be doing with this? I should show it as a fraction. I am now splitting this into two portions. When we divide into two, we have seen the fractions using shapes. What would we call them? 1 of 2, or I made two parts and gave one part. Now, if I give this to a student and ask, how many portions have I given you? The student has to ask a question even before answering. Sir, how many equal portions have you divided this into? So, I have made two equal divisions in this. Hence, you get 1 of 2, 1 half. Let us take a look at how many equal parts can be made. We can make it into three parts. Got it? These three equal parts have to be equal to this full portion. Only then we call it equally divided. In the same way now, how many equal divisions have we made? 1, 2, 3, 4. So now, how many equal portions are there? Let us see. 5 equal parts, correct? That is, what can we call these? 1 of 5. 2 would be 2 of 5 once and 2 times. So, I have given 2 of 5. How many equal divisions have I made this into? Even here, we are splitting this one full object into equal divisions. Therefore, I have made it into 6 equal divisions. So, we can call this one portion 1 of 6. These 3 can be called half. Next, I have divided this into 7 equal portions. And make it into 8 equal divisions. These are 9 equal portions and 10 equal portions. That is, this single full object is divided into 2 portions, 3 equal portions, 5 equal portions, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 equal portions. Through this, we can clearly understand the method of writing fractions. Therefore, if I ask the children, which one is greater, 1 of 2 or 1 of 8? In the concrete stage, children will hold this one equal part of 2 and one equal part of 8. Then they will understand that 1 of 2 is much bigger than 1 of 8. When I write the same fraction on the board, what would they think? They would probably look at only the whole numbers 2 and 8. They might not look at these as fractional numbers. That is why, in the concrete stage, the children have to follow the look and feel method to understand that 1 of 2 is greater than 1 of 8. Following the same method to bring about awareness, which is smaller, which is greater. This TLM is very helpful. If we arrange it in this pattern, children become aware of the meaning of this. If we arrange it this way, they will know descending order. This is 1 of 8 is smaller than 1 of 2. Not just comparing 1 of 2 and 1 of 8. You can also compare if 1 of 9 is greater or less than 1 of 10. When we say concrete stage, we can touch it, we can feel it, and then I can analyze it that this is bigger. So, when we write these fractional numbers, that is, we split this one single object, hence, this should not be considered as a fraction problem because this is a concrete stage, a method of play. Play and learn, do and understand. So, they are playing with these along with the learning about these and analyzing that this is correct. As this has been split into 2, this has been split into 3 equal portions, and similarly, it is divided into 10 equal portions. Therefore, if I pick out 2 of these 1/4 and pick out 1/2, are these equal? This knowledge can also be imparted. That is the way of doing it. What will happen if we join this to 1/8? It's right. If I have 4 1/8s, if I join them, I get 1/2 portion. That is, this half is equal to 4 portions of 1/8. Similarly, we can check this out. This is 1/10. If I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1/10s, it will be equal to 1/2. What do we call this? Equal fractions. These are called equal fractions. 1/2 is equal to 2/4. 1/2 is equal to 4 1/8. This 1/4 is equal to 2 of 1/8, or 2 1/8 is equal to, can we say 1/10, 3 of 1/10 are equal to 2 of 1/8? Can we say they are equal? They are not equal. So, even here, it is not equal. 3 1/10s are not equal to 2 1/8s. I don't need to know the depths of mathematics to get into this inequality. It is very simple to understand in the concrete stage. 2 1/8s is not equal to 3 1/10s or even 2 1/10s, but others are equal. 1/4 is equal to 2 1/8s. We can see here 2 1/8s are equal to 1/4. So, this way we can teach about equal fractions to the children. With this technique, the children can learn about fractions based on shapes as well as fractions based on numbers, and they can learn to compare it. They can learn the art of comparison. The same thing can be shown in this way also. We have already seen this. 1/2 is equal to 2 quarters. When does it become a quarter? The full object gets split into quarters. When I divide a circle into 4 equal parts, the half of this circle will be equal to 2 quarters. One full object, half of it is equal to 2 quarters. This is a quarter and a half circle. That is what we are showing here. 2 quarters are equal to 1/2. 2 quarters are equal to 1/2. This is exactly what we are showing here. We have shown this with the shapes here. This is from the shapes point of view. This is in numbers. Now, the language of fraction. 1 of 9. I have 2 of them. I have the third one here. 3 1/9. So, together I can call it 3 9s. This is what we can say. This is, in one way, it is the addition of fractions. The addition of fraction is not taught at the primary stage. It is not included in the syllabus. But this language, the 1/9s, I have 3 of them, and that is 3 of 9s. There is nothing wrong. So, when we look at this, let us look at this activity. 1/3. What is the equivalent fraction? 1/3. What is it equal to? What can we join to get the same number? Now, I have given one example. If we join 2 objects, what becomes equal? So, we can tell them, we can give them more activities by giving them more examples.